it is. Roethlisberger going to go deep. Caught! Antonio Brown out of bounds inside the 5. We have a penalty marker down.
And they are looking throw. Now, Roethlisberger in trouble, throws it in. What a catch! A catch to clinch it in all likelihood. Brown, who had the big one last week, the lone gainer to set up the winner, this time picks up the first down.
Exactly 20-minute delay because the transformer blew. So we take the top off this one in San Francisco. Pittsburgh's Antonio Brown brings it back. Up the middle, Brown.
One-on-one coverage, and the pass is caught.
And you can't move as a quarterback rushing straight up the middle.
In the round. And an open lane for Antonio Brown. That snap comes back with heat. And Roethlisberger with a precision pass. Roethlisberger. All kinds of time, and it is a completion for a first down to Antonio Brown.
What a catch. What a catch.
Big boot by Leckler. Brown retreats, but he's got room. Brown circling. Brown runs into his own man and then slides down as he crosses midfield. 2nd and 10. Quick hitter. Antonio Brown lost the ball. Scrambled for it. Recovered. Touchdown.
Looked like Philip Wheeler came over to help out Michael Huff. Punched the ball out before Brown could get across the goal line.
Empty backfield again on a 2nd and 5 for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger gets rid of it. Oh, Antonio Brown taking it to the 2nd level and beyond. Explosive Pro Bowler. Huge contract during the offseason. 5 years, $68 million to stay with the Browns. Roethlisberger in trouble. Avoids it. Out of trouble. Roethlisberger looking for it all. Touchdown! Brown against Hayden. Roethlisberger is a magician. So 4th down. Spencer Lanning will punt it. 8:49 to play in this first half. They got pressure in. Lanning gets it off cleanly. Brown backpedals all the way to the 28-yard line. Good move upfield. Brown splits special teamers, and now Brown is off to the races. Hurdles, kicks a man, and a flag is thrown.
They're going to get Brown for that hurdle right to the face of Lanning.
Once again, working out of the gun. Roethlisberger throws. Oh, what a snare by Brown. And the Steelers will call a timeout.
Roethlisberger's throw. Caught. And again.
I know it's tough for these defensive players, but it's about the safety of the players in the game also.
There's Brown. And that is out of bounds. Jimmy Smith.
You know, the other thing, too, is I watched this game. I didn't have a chance to see it, but Antonio Brown, they have him doing so much, Jim.
And Ben airs it out, and making the over-the-shoulder grab is Brown. And Roethlisberger surveys, pump fakes, rolls out, throws, back of the end zone, touchdown, Antonio Brown. Roethlisberger throws, touchdown. Boy, I tell you what, you leave him with that much time, Antonio Brown is going to get free, but there's a flag down.
here on Fox. So first down, Steelers on the move. Roethlisberger had it tipped and still caught inside the 10, and that's his main man, Antonio Brown. Down the middle, Antonio Brown, first and goal Steelers. From the 12-yard line. Did he hang on? It is a touchdown for Antonio Brown. Look into the end zone. Penalty flag down. Antonio Brown went and got it for a touchdown. Beating Alteron Werner, but we wait on the penalty. And this one third down and 10. And that is a catch. No.
Third and 2. Roethlisberger's going to take a shot. Brown, leaping catch. Massively done. First down, pass play for 30.
Roethlisberger has Antonio Brown at his disposal, one of the terrific receivers in the league. That pass on the far side, complete to Antonio Brown, and he's out of bounds, and that stops the clock with 1:51 to play. And he goes short to Brown. Brown down at about the 22-yard line, and that does it for a first half. First pass of the second half. Pump fake, throwing, sideline, got his man. Antonio Brown working on Joe Hayden on the far side of the field, and a first down. Roethlisberger fighting to get his team into the end zone. Pulls it down, now throws this side of the field, and that is at the 25-yard line, and the catch is complete to Antonio Brown.
Pitch it to Brown. He might throw it. He turns. He throws. End zone. Touchdown. Steelers lead with less more.
You gotta be kidding me.
On this drive that has given the Steelers a first down with 8:18 left. 3 going deep for Roethlisberger. Crossing is Brown. Went up. Able to hold on. 3rd and 11. 4 pressuring. Roethlisberger throws, and again it's Brown on the sideline. What a pleasure to watch 2 players on the same page. Fullback Will Johnson in motion. Roethlisberger, play action. End zone, touchdown. Antonio Brown gives the Steelers the lead.
He just beat the best 2 defenders. Well, third down, Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown. And they're very, very close to field goal range. And they've got Pierre Warren, his 2nd straight start. And right there down the middle. And Warren trying to strip it out of there, but Antonio Brown. A flag is down on the play.
Here, look up for all-out blitz.
Touchdown to Antonio Brown.
Blue touchdown.
They go for 2. And successfully to Antonio Brown.
Blue touchdown.
It's a touchdown on the game's final play to Antonio Brown.
This is a 2nd and 1 for Pittsburgh. Working from the gun. Roethlisberger hooks a pass to Antonio Brown. Brown down the sideline. Working from the shotgun. On a 3rd and 6. Roethlisberger packs the ball. Throws. Catch. Antonio Brown. First down inside the 5. From the 46. Roethlisberger looking deep. Fires. It's complete. Antonio Brown with a penalty marker down. Brown gets hit inside the 15.
Roethlisberger There is 84. Antonio Brown for another first down out to the 49-yard line.
If we get caught calling an AB, that's why.
From the 12. 40. And pushed out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Roethlisberger going to go for it all down the far sideline. It is caught by Antonio Brown, and he's out of bounds.
Just by getting the smaller bodies in there, it thins things out along the front line.
Bell already has one rushing touchdown. Roethlisberger brings it down, now throws, touchdown.
Is going to get there tonight. He's going to have his work cut out.
Kevin Huber, who is the Pro Bowl punter for the AFC, named this week. A booming kick. Here's Antonio Brown trying to get to the outside. Now he'll try the other way, picking up blockers. And Brown gets by Huber. Down the sideline he goes for the touchdown. Ben with the play fake. Again, has time. Throws. Caught. Brown. Archer in the backfield with Roethlisberger on a 3rd and 8. Bengals come. Pass is caught. Defensive back fell down. And Brown runs into his own man but maintains his balance and struts into the end zone. 14-yard line. And Roethlisberger looking, thrown to the deep outside. That's caught, 32-yard line. Antonio Brown making the catch. And Pittsburgh with the fumble recovery and a first down at the 45-yard line. And Ben is going to go for it all to Brown. He catches it. Touchdown. Showing blitz, and here they come, and Ben throws, and wrestling it away is Brown, and that's Malcolm Butler. So Butler may have taken care of Ricardo Lockett, but Brown says, not me, baby, not me.
I just fired my shot. It ended up working out.
And he came out on the next play and went back in for you-know-what. Long pass caught by Antonio Brown, and he is out of bounds at the New England 41-yard line. 10th year in the league. 82 yards on 10 carries tonight. Roethlisberger fires open, caught Brown, and he takes it to the 19-yard line.
That's what I did.
Roethlisberger. And that is caught by Brown for a touchdown. That might make a couple of people happy in a minute here because Malcolm Butler gets beaten.
Now 3rd down and 10 following the penalty. As Roethlisberger throws, and it's Antonio Brown who makes the catch for our Steelers' first down. Roethlisberger throws, and the catch is made by Antonio Brown for the 2-point conversion. Tomlin also told us, I think we will convert more than 50% of the time. Roethlisberger on 3rd down. Firing downfield, and the catch is made by Brown inside the 20, the 10, the 5, and finally knocked out of bounds. Antonio Brown with his 4th catch of the day, and on this one he gains 59 yards.
That used to just be applause, and now they've got seats.
They're down at 3. Replay for the Steelers. And it is Antonio Brown who makes the catch. Flag was thrown prior to the snap. Roethlisberger knew it was a free play.
In week 1, his 3 touchdowns today, the way he's ran again this afternoon. It'll be interesting to see how they incorporate him into the offense.
Antonio Brown, corner of the end zone for the Steelers touchdown.
All right, guys, thank you. 2nd and 4 for Roethlisberger and the Steelers. Then going to throw the deep cut, next complete midfield. Antonio Brown. Roethlisberger. Sideline, complete to the 15-yard line. Antonio Brown again.
He taps the center. It's let's go time. Vic On the crosser, it's complete. There's Brown with a lot of space. Antonio Brown into Charger territory. He'll be marked out of bounds.
Well, he led the AFC in rushing yards last year, led the NFL in yards from scrimmage. What a beautiful throw. And able to make the over-the-shoulder reception.
Except when it's cold. It does get.
You always refer back to the cold. That cracks me up. That's right.
Landry Jones with all kinds of time and throwing far side of the. Oh, what a catch! What a catch by Antonio Brown.
It compares to nothing. I've been all over the league, obviously, and very few teams have that type of atmosphere.
Antonio Brown down the near sideline, pulls it in or out of bounds.
Play clock is down to 2. Working out of the gun, Roethlisberger to throw it. Fires. It's complete. On the money to Antonio Brown. Looking to take the lead. Roethlisberger rolls, throws. Touchdown! Antonio Brown! Big Ben is back. Chris Hubbard is in as a 6th offensive lineman for the Steelers. Take the handoff. Roethlisberger. Downfield. Makes the connection. So the Steelers open up at their own 17 with a play action. Roethlisberger looking for the home run ball. Deep is Brown. Antonio Brown with the grab. Stays on his feet. Brought down inside the 25.
And with 2 teams that have this great history, so it's all great.
We really appreciate it, Franco. Thank you.
My pleasure.
All right, guys, thanks very much. Antonio Brown on the running play to the outside, 16 yards. 3rd and 7 now for Pittsburgh. From the gun. Roethlisberger. It's a deep ball. Over the shoulder, Antonio Brown. Roethlisberger drops it in the bucket. 7 pass interference penalties against the Raiders this season, 2nd in the NFL. Roethlisberger steps up, avoids the rush. Roethlisberger, he's got Brown downfield for a first down. Emerson lost Brown 19 yards. Rush is coming. Jones throws it. It's caught by Brown. Antonio Brown crossing into open territory. It's a foot race. Antonio Brown is out of bounds. Two-point try. Roethlisberger. It's caught by Brown. Steelers extend the lead. They've turned the Browns over 3 times. Antonio Brown! He is a one-man wrecking crew! Touchdown Steelers! And the somersault to boot.
And that's caught. Brown makes his first catch of the night, and look at those moves. Taking it to the 14-yard line. Good, clean pocket, fires to the sideline, caught. Antonio Brown. They've got 73 yards, 9 plays. They almost jump offside. They didn't, but Brown makes the catch for the touchdown. Williams on 20 carries, so he's averaging more than 5 yards per carry. And Roethlisberger with a patented shoulder shake for Brown, going deep, and Brown makes the catch to set up a first down and goal. 3rd and goal. And Ben throws, and that's caught. Brown, touchdown. And McAfee to punt. This one to Antonio Brown. Back to collect it, which he will at the 29-yard line. And Antonio Brown, look at him go.
Goodbye.
Gets by McAfee. It almost figures. Touchdown. Oh, my God.
Roethlisberger throwing right over the middle. That is complete to Antonio Brown inside the 5 to about the 1. Enticing the crowd to get loud. 3rd and 9. Roethlisberger pulls it down again, throws incomplete. That's Antonio Brown. Brown still on his feet. 35 and out of bounds.
Roethlisberger to the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown over Harris. And that's the first one on Harris in 2 years. Back off the blitz. Roethlisberger across the middle. And again, he slips out of a tackle and high steps it out of bounds near the 30. First down with 3.5 to go. Fires it. Touchdown. Again, it's Brown. Antonio Brown having another monster performance. 23-yard touchdown.
Roethlisberger, this side of the field, what a grab by Antonio Brown. And he is out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. On first down from their own 23. Roethlisberger to throw to the sideline, and that's complete. And out of bounds at about the 40-yard line is Antonio Brown. Roethlisberger looks left, throws left, that's complete. And across the 40, first down and much more is Antonio Brown. Out of bounds across midfield. And on the slant, got his man, Antonio Brown. 2nd and 16, Roethlisberger to throw. With time, this side of the field, and wide open was Antonio Brown for a first down. Out of bounds at the 44. Your linebacker is a huge advantage to have. On 2nd and 5, Roethlisberger throwing, and it is caught by Antonio Brown. Roethlisberger down the middle, touchdown! Antonio Brown!
Chris Lewis-Harris has come in as an extra defensive back. Marker down at the line of scrimmage. Open in the middle of the field is Brown at the 27. And here they come. On the blitz. They find the open man. Brown got away. And he's cutting to the far sideline. Kirkpatrick is blocked. And Brown finally is tackled at the 10-yard line.
They line him up everywhere.
Pass throw and all pro. The play fake and the throw to the end zone for Antonio Brown. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
What a call by Todd Haley. A predictable man-to-man situation.
On the Washington 26. No pressure. Brown has it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You're seeing two in the
games in his career against Cincinnati. Spiraling kick. Brown backpedals from the 20. Brown cuts it upfield. A 54-yard punt.
Roethlisberger with 3 completions and 3 downs. Make it 4 for 4 as Brown takes off past a slew of defenders with that quick dart. And he's got another 13.
Just running the football and playing defense.
Big numbers, and he feels even better about this year's team as he gets it over quickly to Antonio Brown. That's his 3rd catch. Yeah, hasn't been here in a regular season game in 8 years. Snap was off the marks. He recovers and gets the completion. What a job by Roethlisberger to get it to Brown right in front of Jalen Mills.
On 1st and goal. Roethlisberger, good protection, fires, caught. Antonio Brown into the end zone.
Offensive lineman and make a cut, so it'll be a completely different running style with him.
2nd and 8, off that fake. Ton of time. Deep again, downfield. Brown. Touchdown.
Has had a punt return for a touchdown in each of his last 3 seasons. The next one will set a Steelers record. Backpedaling. Makes a cut. Brown. Brought down at the 33. What a stick by Pryor to save a touchdown.
There.
Another punt from Lachlan Edwards. Another opportunity for Antonio Brown. This one from the 16-yard line. Working his way towards the sideline, and he veers out of bounds. Le'Veon Bell in the backfield. Roethlisberger pumps and throws. Touchdown to Antonio Brown.
Artie Barnes and also Teddy Bridgewater on that team. That pass from Roethlisberger somehow caught by Antonio Brown.
Fakes in the direction of Bell, goes downfield, open target. That's Antonio Brown for 24. And he says, I've learned I've got to be more decisive. Going to need to be that right here on 3rd and 13. Well, got a man underneath. It is Antonio Brown. He was trying to tiptoe toward the first down yardage, but still coming up. And then November the 6th at Baltimore. 2nd and 10. Jones. There's a pass on the money for Brown. He raced away from Malcolm Butler this time, and he picks up 51 yards, his longest catch. Up 168 yards in the second quarter alone. And now here they come with the reverse. Landry Jones out there trying to throw a block in. Nice stepping it out of bounds is Antonio Brown.
Oh, if I agree with that call. So no catch for Antonio Brown. Steelers get the first down on the penalty. Roethlisberger fires down the field. There's Antonio Brown, ridden down inside the 30 of Baltimore from this Baltimore defense. Roethlisberger on 4th down. Directing traffic downfield. Roethlisberger will throw. End zone. Antonio Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Finally.
3rd down and 9. Cowboys back out of the blitz, and Roethlisberger finds his man. His favorite target, Antonio Brown, for a first down at the 25. Punt by Jones with Brown waiting inside the 35. Room, far side. Jones in his way, and the punter, Chris Jones, forced him out. Antonio Brown so often, and then they got it in behind him. Here's a fake spike. Brown, touchdown, Pittsburgh. Shades of Marino. 7 guys back near the end zone. 2 seconds left. Here's Brown, can pad his stats, but he's got to get into the end zone, and it will not happen. The Dallas Cowboys have won 8 in a row.
Roethlisberger, 2nd down and 8, into the nickel, and he found the gap. Antonio Brown with a nice catch, 18-yard pickup. Nickel secondary awaiting Roethlisberger. With time and swings it to the side, caught by Antonio Brown. Hayden is there, the gain near the 26.
They're just making some critical mistakes in critical situations.
Watch the 35-30 Antonio Brown across the middle and finds some room. Hit on the play.
Game in the passing game, mix in a quick slant every once in a while to Antonio Brown, and Roethlisberger's making great decisions, Kevin, with the football.
Here's Chase, and he throws, and there he is once again.
Dude, he's at the top of your screen.
Against Vontae Davis, going to go that way and take a shot, and Brown caught it for the touchdown on the back shoulder. Been out good part of the season. 3rd game since he's returned. 2nd and 8, Roethlisberger loading up, going deep for Brown. Did he get the other one down? Yes! Antonio Brown, touchdown. Pittsburgh. Vontae Davis hurt. Mathis hurt. T.Y. Hilton hurt. Without luck tonight. Roethlisberger shot for the end zone. Who else? Antonio Brown. Got another one. That's the hat trick for Brown.
You know, him and Damon Harrison, they are the 2 big bodies that have controlled the middle of the field.
Calling it a bruised thigh for Hankins. Roethlisberger, end zone, pass is caught. Touchdown, Antonio Brown.
The year award. 2nd and 8. Long ball time. Looking for Brown. And he makes the catch with a defender, Darby, right there with him. Somehow it landed right in the basket. And then picked up as a free agent last year after the Bills cut him.
It's been a difference in this defense. The play of the corners, Artie Burns, Ross Cockrell, or Sean Davis coming as a rookie safety.
Antonio Brown pointing, looking for a block up ahead. The angle cut off by Schmidt, the punter, of 228, which belongs to Ricky Williams. Play action fake to Bell. Sideline route. Brown with his first catch since early in the second quarter. And he makes the move right around. A little button hook move past the defenders.
Roethlisberger steps up, dials up the deep ball, little separation, and a catch made over the shoulder by Brown. First down into Cincinnati territory. Roethlisberger pushing the ball downfield.
For the 46, rushing forward, time for Roethlisberger. Brown a crosser with space. Antonio Brown accelerates to the 32-yard line, and the momentum is completely switched. To the 33, they bring an extra rusher, middle of the field. Antonio Brown inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line. The 3 Bs are getting it done for Pittsburgh. 27 on the game. Roethlisberger looks, crosser, Brown, he caught it, fights to the goal line, breaks the plane, touchdown Pittsburgh! That might win them the division!
Great drive.
Field. Again, it's back over to Brown. A couple of blockers in front of him. He goes right down the sideline. Is Brown breaking it? 50 yards and a touchdown.
Third and 10, and here they come, and Ben almost gets sacked. Fires deep downfield, and getting open and making the catch over his shoulder is Antonio Brown. Live by the sword and die by the sword.
2nd and 7. Roethlisberger over the middle. That's caught at the 35. Antonio Brown on his horse. And tackled inside the 40-yard line. Derek Kindred made the saving tackle. Another quick pass to the outside, and that is complete. And again, Antonio Brown, and Brown inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. Connor again. No, fake to him. The pass is complete to Antonio Brown. Ben got me on that one. Roethlisberger with time, lots of time, still looking. And down this sideline it is caught by Antonio Brown. Oh, what a catch!
Remaining in the half. 2nd down and 6. It's Everson Griffin again. He's unable to bring Roethlisberger down. And that catch is made out of bounds. From the 29-yard line on 1st down. Wide open, it's Brown. Antonio Brown across midfield. Out of bounds at the Vikings 45, a 26-yard catch and run.
Quick pass to the near side, Antonio Brown looking for the goal line touchdown. Throw complete inside the 20-yard line to Antonio Brown. And Roethlisberger to throw again, throwing this side. And the collision at the sideline, and the catch is made by Antonio Brown.
Bring down Bell for a short game.
Roethlisberger over the middle, and that is caught across the 30-yard line. Catch is made by Antonio Brown.
List of possible injured players was ill, is playing. Top of your screen, 1st and 10 for Roethlisberger. Good block by DeCastro. Going deep and looking for Brown. He's got it at the 25. Jalen Ramsey was defending. It's a completion of 49 yards. They'll take it down to the Jacksonville 23. From the 18, 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. Nice catch. Antonio Brown. Ramsey was on him. 16-yard pickup. Put him at the 33 of Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger with a 3rd and 10. Goes outside with Antonio Brown. Runs right up the back of his blocking tight end, Jesse James. He works his way to the 15.
To match up with the single receiver side, because that's typically where the Steelers go with the football.
2nd and 10. Antonio Brown bouncing like a pinball, and down the field he goes. Tackled by Aaron Colvin.
Big plays, and you got the 3 down front again by Kansas City.
And Ben's going to throw. He's in the middle of the field, and Brown is open and able to get out of a double tackle attempt by the Chiefs secondary. Picks up 26. Here's a 2nd and 6. Pushing the pocket, going over the top, wide open. Wide open is Brown out to the 45 before Parker ends it. Picks up 30. 2nd and 19. Again in the middle. Has Brown being somersaulted by Pierre Lewis. 3rd and 2. Oh, and it's caught! No by Brown inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown off the ricochet. And goal. To the end zone, and it is caught by Brown for the touchdown. Second and 17. Roethlisberger up ahead, and it's caught right between 2 Cincinnati defenders.
Roethlisberger stepping away from pressure. Deep downfield, and that's going to be caught on an adjustment by Brown at the 5-yard line. He got the inside position on Killebrew, the safety. They can stop him here and call a timeout. Better yet, an incomplete pass. Instead, it's a little pass underneath, and Antonio Brown is going to work his way for a 1st down. Needed 12 and got 13. Antonio Brown, big play.
On 1st down, Roethlisberger on the move, throwing, complete to Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown inside the 20, down the sideline, out of bounds, close to the 15-yard line.
Hurry! Set on! Got him. Ben used the hard count, flag is down, free play, takes the shot downfield. Antonio Brown goes up and gets it. Hard count works. Touchdown Steelers. First and goal for the 5. Roethlisberger end zone. Antonio Brown touchdown. Position to get going. Just shy of midfield. They to Bell, Ben throwing left, great route run. Brown taps the toes inbounds. Catch for Antonio at the 28-yard line. Steelers spent a lot of time inside the red zone. From the 10, Roethlisberger throwing end zone. Antonio Brown, spectacular catch. Touchdown. Wow.
Played that defense the entire night, and they won't again here.
4-man rush. Ben steps up, fires over the middle, caught Brown, and Brown free inside the 30, takes it to the 20-yard line. Tackled by Clinton Dix. Hugely successful in converting on 2-point conversions. To Brown. for the deuce. Can't stop him.
Almost impossible to get him on the ground.
Minute and a half to the end of the quarter. Ben again. Lots of time. Throws. Pulled in by Brown. What a catch. Covered there by Devon House, and that sets up a first down and goal. So they're minus their defensive back who had an earlier interception, and Roethlisberger's now going to throw a fade into the corner, and Brown is there for the touchdown. Beats Kevin King. Bell gets a rest for the moment. James Conner, the rookie from the University of Pittsburgh, is in there with a chip block. Down the sideline, caught on the run by Antonio Brown. Touchdown. 33 yards to give the Steelers the lead.
On the field slowly and kick a field goal and get out of here.
2nd and 4. Roethlisberger throws, and that's caught. There's Brown. Off to the races he goes to the 45, but a flag is thrown.
And he took off and ran with it for a big play.
Roethlisberger dancing, throws to the sideline, and the catch is made, and they're going to call it as they review it themselves, the two of them. One guy says yes. Roethlisberger out of the shotgun. Here come the Packers. Put the heat on it. Pass to the outside. Caught, out of bounds, goes Brown, but a flag is down.
Minus Christian McCaffrey has more receptions among running backs in the NFL. Roethlisberger on target, so much for the sore foot. Antonio Brown the catch for a first down out to the 45-yard line. He wanted to snap it, but sometimes it's a dummy tap. Roethlisberger on target, tumbling catch made by Brown.
Number 1 red zone defense in football. Got to prove it now.
Roethlisberger time and on target, and Brown hangs on despite the high hit and the flags flying. It is a touchdown, and they're an extra point away from a tie game.
He says that's NFL football. 3rd and 3. And Roethlisberger goes deep downfield, and the catch is made, and they're going to call it a no. One official signal he made the catch. The other's going to say yes. They're going to spot it at the 7-yard line.
He'd be a starting wide receiver on this football team.
At 66 catches this season coming into the game. Ben is going to air it out deep downfield. Who else? Antonio Brown.
Right side.
Yep, that was Mosley creeping up to the line. There's Suggs. Here it comes. He throws, caught. Brown inside the 40. And not caught from behind, and then finally caught at the 10-yard line. Jefferson is able to stop him there. Roethlisberger deep down the right sideline. Antonio Brown. He's amazing. Beats Carr on the play.
And Gilmore's a huge matchup today.
Here's the 3rd and 5. Stepping up away from the heat, and now getting rid of it to Brown for the first time. Slides off the contact and takes it down to the 30.
Bell in the backfield from the gun. Roethlisberger steps, fires, end zone. It's caught. Antonio Brown, touchdown Steelers.
Another unbelievable catch by Antonio Brown.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They're down by 14. Roethlisberger in the pocket. Roethlisberger, rainbow delivery to Brown and a first down.
It looks like just a 4-man rush for Jacksonville.
Roethlisberger gets out of trouble, throws it deep downfield. Oh, what a grab! Antonio Brown, touchdown, sensational!
We've got Justin Hunter down to bottom one-on-one because the safety's going to cheat again.
Roethlisberger goes the other way to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Antonio Brown.
Nobody does it better than those two guys. I mean, it's double coverage. And he just put it where nobody could get it but Antonio Brown. And you know when that ball's in the air, he's coming down with it.
He can put up numbers like that. He's shown that throughout his career. He can get hot.
Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger over the middle. Antonio Brown makes the catch and got hit hard. He has the first down inside the 45.
2nd and 4. Quickly gets it out, and there goes A.B.
Wow. And that's why he's the best receiver in.
Than anything else you can do. Just physical, nasty, tough football.
Who they are, 2nd and 4. Ben dancing, waiting, throwing, and the catch is made by Brown. Touchdown. "26 yards to Antonio Brown."
Now, they're 6 out of 8. 3rd down converting today. Roethlisberger, end zone, touchdown Steelers, Antonio Brown. Ben and Brown connect.
They're able to move.
On 1st down, Antonio Brown. He slips a tackle. Has got a 1st down near the 40. Ridley has come in, Connor a breather. Roethlisberger to throw, and airing it out deep. Antonio Brown has got the Steelers touchdown.
Second and 10. Roethlisberger pulls the trigger and hits his man, Antonio Brown. Look out! Brown cutting to the outside, and he's out of bounds. Big play when they needed it. Antonio Brown, the catch and run. 49 yards. Roethlisberger lets it fly. Oh, Antonio Brown is gone! Touchdown! The Pittsburgh Steelers. Brilliant. The catch and run. 31 yards. New set of downs for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger to throw it again. Pump. Looking for a deep shot. He's got Brown on separation. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger. The floater. 43 yards.
Villanueva doing a good job keeping Suggs away.
Steelers trying to add to their lead. Quick hitter to the outside. Antonio Brown slips 2 tacklers and takes it in for the touchdown. Pittsburgh.
He's proven that so far this season. This is the first 3rd down the Steelers have faced. All day for Roethlisberger. Brown makes the catch. No pressure. And Antonio Brown good for 34. James Conner on the sideline to start this drive. This one down the sideline for Brown. He's got it. He's got another. Touchdown Steelers.
Hit, so he kind of caught a break, although the interception's still on the same drive.
2nd and 9. He's got a man wide open. It's Brown. Wide open, a flag down with contact away from AB, and he is able to get past Ramsey at the end to go 78 yards.
If you ever needed a play, it was no sacks.
Pass. Brown down to the 3 with Ramsey on the coverage.
A little bit of a tougher spot now, Pittsburgh.
Sideline route. And that's Brown with the catch.
From the 47-yard line. Good protection. Deep downfield. field, and it's hauled in at the 1-yard line. Antonio Brown. Casey Hayward with the coverage on the play. A gain of 46 and a 1st and goal upcoming.
Just didn't have to do that grab.
Meanwhile, the Chargers had 2 pass interference penalties all season in 11 games, 2 tonight on Davis. Roethlisberger sliding, throwing, touchdown. Again, a ton of time, slides to his left, and that enables Antonio Brown to get free for the score.
Fewest penalized team overall in the league. The Patriots. Back to the red zone for the Steelers. Roethlisberger, middle of the field, and it's caught by Brown for the touchdown, but we'll check the marker.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 24, decline, touchdown.
Last year of his rookie deal, and then Patriots didn't re-sign him. Here's a first down play. Roethlisberger on the run, finds his man. It's Brown. Antonio Brown with another big gain. 3rd and 2. Pulled down by Brown and out of bounds.
Give us a chance to go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal.
So out of the gun. Fires it, pulled down. Again, it's Brown who's having a big series. His 4th catch.
Remembered here forever, and his family will always be remembered.
Here's the pass to Antonio Brown. Racing into the secondary, trying to cut it away from P.J. Williams, who was able to trip him after 17. Roethlisberger in zone and caught by Brown for the touchdown. How did he get?
It was fantastic.
1st and 10. Directing and firing and completing to Antonio Brown all the way down to the New Orleans 40. Pass to the end zone. Pulled down. Touchdown. Antonio Brown. 4th and 15. Roethlisberger throws. Caught. Saints say it was not caught. Officials say yes, it was. Brown with the grab.
Their identity and developing it over the course of the season. Brady, end zone, caught by Brown, touchdown, New England. Antonio Brown, the newest Patriot, plunging into the stands in his hometown.
The decision in free agency where to go had a lot to do with wherever his family wanted to go.
2nd down and 6. Nice grab. Snatching it out of the air is Antonio Brown for a 1st down.
4-man rush. Brady goes far side of the field, and it is caught. Brown held on in traffic at another 3rd down conversion. I don't know how he got that. Brady firing, and it's caught by Brown. That time Pride tried to undercut it, didn't work, and Antonio Brown has a big gain.
3rd and 4. Brady again, quick throw. 2nd and 11. Brady to throw, back shoulder.
Quick throw on 2nd and 1. Brown has it and then some. Antonio Brown stays on his feet inside the 15. Quick throws from Tom Brady and another 1st down. 4-man rush. Brady airing it out, going deep. He's got it to Antonio Brown. Throughout the entirety of the season. Brady, end zone shot again. And it is Antonio Brown. On 3rd down after the timeout. A lot of room to run, but Tom doesn't do that. For the end zone! Touchdown! Time for Brady. And the catch. There's a flag down as Antonio Brown spins into the end zone for a touchdown.
Leonard Fournette the back on 3rd and 3. On play action, Brady to his second look. It's open. It's Antonio Brown. Attempts, completions, you name it. It's playoff game number 42. Pitch to Antonio Brown on the reverse. Touchdown on the last drive.
You fake it here, and then you run on the next one if you don't get it.
There's the fake. There's the pass.
And there's the catch for the touchdown. Antonio Brown.
Hung in the pocket. They couldn't move him off the spot. There he is again, going deep down the right sideline, and Brown is there to hold it in. Antonio Brown, who joined the team in mid-year last year, beats Anthony Brown for a big gain of 29.
All of a sudden he took off, and he really had a great year.
Nice two-headed running back situation, and here goes Brown again to the 45-yard line. So Brown's season off to a great start. He's already caught 3 from Brady.
Really better than what I'm watching in this practice, throwing this thing around, because he's so much smarter than what he was then.
At the age of 44, Brady steps up, avoids the rush, throws, caught, touchdown, Antonio Brown. You know, you talk about pocket presence and feeling, obviously he's got everything. You can feel it coming in from the side, steps up, finds the open spot, bingo. A little over a minute to play in the opening quarter. Brady, it's a wobbly pass, but it's right there, and Brown is able to adjust and holds it in.
Brady across the middle.
Able to pick up the first and a whole lot more. Antonio Brown will not be touched. "62 yards. Brady to Brown."
I asked Coach Parcells back then, I was like, who are the best throwers of all time? And he said, as you see a good ball by Gabbert.
How about Gabbert's throw back shoulder to Antonio Brown?
And so, yeah, he is having a lot of fun because he's just back there dealing the ball to the open guys.
He's got all day. He's got Brown. He's got a touchdown. No pressure on Tom Brady. And wide open was Antonio Brown with his 4th touchdown of the season. It is Brady out to his right. Throws, pass, caught. It's Brown. And Brady on the move delivers a strike for 27.
On a boat, apparently. 3rd and 13 at the 46. Brady with time. Coming back for it is Antonio Brown. He's got a first down at the Carolina 35. Gilmore in the coverage.
You see him signaling out there to these wideouts.
3rd and 7. Sliding catch by Antonio Brown and a first down to the 38-yard line.